John, or no, formerly known as Bird Dog John, and I am now just John. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for coming along for the ride here. Let me get out of my full screen mode and then also check in on the stream and see where we're at. Now, different microphone today. We're back to the RE20, so let's see what we sound like. Just John. Little echoey, eh? It's probably because the microphone is a little further away from my mouth than you are probably used to or is normal. And so let's do this, and then let's just slightly turn down the volume, and then let's see how that goes. So there's the beautiful RE20 now in the shot. For all of you who were concerned previously, we will now listen and see how that goes. So let's take a little look. How is that? Is that okay? I'll listen to this. All right, so it's not too bad. Let me know in the chat what you think of that. Oh dear. I also need to pull up the socials channel and go ahead there and launch that. So we're gonna say on. Well, come on now. We're gonna say on. There we go, and we're gonna view that socials list. Looks like we're having troubles retrieving the streams. So a mystery package has arrived from down under. That's today's show, and we're gonna click on. And I am. Where else should I be streaming to? Just YouTube right now, eh? So okay. Why won't vMix Socials launch? It's like it's having trouble connecting. Maybe I opened this in the wrong order. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we've got some socials now. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a little look and see what people are chatting about. So hey, I'm first. I wanted to see what the surprise was. Yes, I want to see what the surprise is too. Update, by the way, new camera angle. I've moved it away from being above my giant monitors, and now it's next to me. Senseless, who is a former employee of mine, I'm the one that left, not him. Senseless had a side angle like this, and I didn't hate it. So I'm taking a page out of his book, and he does some fun stuff online. So if you don't follow Senseless, you should, over on Twitch. Ahoy from London. What's going on, Tom? Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. And Angus says, good morning. Good morning, Angus, from out there in the great white north in Western Canada. Hey, it's great hanging out with you here in Toronto. What's going on, Steven? Hanging out in Toronto. I know you, don't I? I know that we just became friends over on LinkedIn, which, by the way, if you're interested in following along my future journeys as I've kind of moved away from, hey, there you are. You're out at St. Michael's, right? So all good. But I don't know you personally. I have some clients that I know otherwise in Ontario. So, but there you go. Great to see you. Thanks for jumping on the show. Hey, yep, sounds great. Well, fantastic. I'm glad that it sounds great. And Little Mac down there in Louisville, Kentucky also thinks it sounds good. So fantastic. Thanks for coming along for the ride, everybody. I am, there's been a few changes. Now, I'm still living in the vMix basic world. And so I haven't received any sort of financial assistance when it comes to affording. I need to go to vMix HD. But I also need to basically build either a streaming computer or a gaming computer. And I'm interested to know what you guys are thinking about. Now, here's a little secret that you may not have known. Yesterday, I streamed for the first time in a very long time on Twitch. And I streamed to my Jono Canute Twitch account. And I played a game. And then I tried to shop for computer parts, which is kind of a gamble these days because long ago, back in the day where we used Newegg, Tiger Direct, if anybody remembers that, Tiger Direct. Oh, geez, that is dating myself. I think Tiger Direct is no more, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, anyways, back in the day when we used Newegg, which is still around, Tiger Direct. There's a couple other sites that we use to collect parts. Those sites are still, some of them are still around, but not necessarily high quality like you would hope. And so, yeah, it's kind of a gamble. So Frink Thinks, who was again one of my employees back at Bird Dog, he jumped in and said, "Hey, have you checked out tomshardware.com, which is basically a recommendation site for everything computers?" So that was super helpful because I hadn't checked that out. And then he said, then somebody else chimed in, I think, and said something about, what about PC Part Picker? And also, that was not on my radar. So we navigated some of that yesterday, and I'd be very interested to know what your experience is on those sites because I don't have any. I don't have any experiences on those things. So yeah, we might go down that avenue today. But today's big thing that will happen in 9 minutes is this mystery package that arrived from Bird Dog. And so I'm very curious to know what on earth that is. My live stream is way behind on YouTube. So there we go. I will jump ahead. Am I dropping frames on YouTube, or is that just me trying to render that? I don't know. Let me know. This rig is not like the rig I had at Bird Dog. I had a Stream Dudes machine. The guys over at Stream Dudes, if you're looking for a vMix machine, that is where it's at. But I cannot afford a Stream Dudes machine. Those are $6,000. And I'm hoping to get away with a lot less than that on my next PC build. So, hey, PC Part Picker is great. All right, Angus agrees that PC Part Picker is great. Now, I'm looking, not necessarily, I'll throw this out there. I'm looking, but not limited to, the idea of building either a vMix machine or building a gaming computer. I have dueling graphic cards in this machine that I have linked over SLI, but vMix really doesn't like dueling graphic cards. They don't have support for it yet, and hopefully one day they will. But I found out long ago that they don't have that ability. And so I would be very much so interested in finding out if I could move one of my dual cards over to the new machine. That would be great. They're GeForce WindForce 970s, which is the entry level, the entry level for VR. So if I were to build a gaming computer, I would want to throw a 970 in there to start, one of my WindForces, but probably leave it open to upgrade to something better later on. The issue is that the video cards are all like $500-600, right? So it's a doozy. And I just got some bad news about my truck yet again. And so I got the transmission fixed. That's back. That was $6,000. Oh, jeez. The price of a Stream Dudes machine, the Dude Rack. And then I sent it into the shop for a few things that were not working, like the heat and several other things. And I got pretty much the whole laundry list is going to be fixed, with the exception of the running boards, which would be like $3,000 to get fixed, and I'm not dropping $3,000 on running boards. So we're not going to do that one, but that's going to be another several $1,000s to fix. And so I'm going to be passing around the collection plates to throw at a church term. I'm going to be passing around the collection plates, maybe my Venmo account, to maybe try and build a computer, because good golly, I am drained dry. That is for sure. So if anybody knows somebody wealthy and they want to help out a struggling streamer, let me know. I would be very interested. I would be very interested in knowing what having a co-op with them. We'll put it that way. The frame rate seems pretty low. Well, it's supposed to be going out 1080p 30. Let me see what it's actually doing. So if I click on that, it is going 1080p at 6 megs. And so that might be too much for this right now. If I stop the stream and restart it, I could change this to 3 megs. So let's give that a go and see if that does any better. My CPU is overloaded. It's running ridiculously high, which shouldn't surprise anybody. And I'm using a higher performance mode. So let me pause the stream and I'll come right back, okay? Okay, hopefully we're back. We have reestablished our connection with the studio. but we will see how that looks in just a minute. I don't think I'm using InVank, but let's start here and see what we've got. It does. I mean, the CPU is still heavily taxed. Let me go to the settings and see if I am using InVank, which was one of the questions that just came up. Are you using InVank? Stream bitrate shouldn't have any effect on your CPU usage. Whoa. Oh, I hit the settings button and it froze everything. Am I using InVank? Let's find out. This is going to be listed under performance, is it not? The graphics adapter that I'm using is my GeForce 970. It has 3 gigs of memory. It's supposed to have 4, but remember the 970 had that controversy around it. So I could change it. Do you wish to continue? Graphics adapter default. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. You can specify. I'd like to do that. Because that would be extremely helpful. The InVank settings should be in your streaming settings. Use hardware encoder checkbox. All right, so let me go there. I didn't see it. Stream settings. Oh, use hardware encoder. So I'm not. So, all right, give me a second. All right. So we're going to restart this information here. This stream. Now I'm using hardware encoder. Thanks for that. And just like that, my CPU is now no longer under tax. So cool. Whoa. Holy smokes, what a drop. Well, this is wild. I mean, it's kind of going all over the place, but my all right, save and close. Yeah, so now that seems to have improved vMix substantially. The other thing that I want to do here is inside these settings, I can specify which unit I want to use with vMix. So I've got dueling 970s. It's hard for me. They're not named individually. Maybe I could name them before I do this. But what I want to do is go into the settings and set it to the other one that's basically not doing much. So give me one more second. We're gonna get this right, folks. We're gonna get this correct. So let me see. Let me pull up the settings. Oh my goodness, it's all frozen up again. All right, let me pull up the settings, show advanced settings, performance, and now graphics adapter. Okay, so here we go. Ready? We're gonna stop the stream. I'll be right back. Although of course. Okay. We kicked off the stream. Go back to my settings. Thanks for hanging on, everybody. Use hardware encoder settings. All right, let's jump in the chat and just make sure I didn't miss very much here. Okay, this is about the computer stuff. I'm going to read that. Built my PC. Don't think they support. Yeah, yes, vMix does not support SLI. So, oh, whoops. Wait, what's going on here? I pushed this. I don't think, did that not show? Send this. Hold on. Because now my socials channel needs to be like reconnected basically. So did not like yoink. Do I have to manually fire this? Boy, it did not like it did not like me restarting all of that over and over. Okay, so let me check the stream real quick. Okay, cool. That's like really quick. Um, man, this is so much better. I was able to prioritize which GPU I wanted to use because I have one that's doing like a lot of the processes for the computer, and vMix was getting added into that one. And so I told vMix to switch to the other one in the settings under the advanced properties. And now both GPUs are basically being leveraged, and I'm averaging somewhere in the 70 to 80% CPU rate. So that's super cool. It's looking a lot smoother now. Okay, I'm going to close socials and relaunch this app. And then I'm going to turn on the YouTube option. There are my chats, 20 chats. And does this work now? Sure doesn't. Okay, so I'm going to redo my title because somehow in all of this restart business, add input, title, social, down here near the bottom was the one that we were using. We're going to go with this one. Say okay. Close this down. And now if we push it, what is going on here? If I do this, cut it, it does not like it for some reason. So overlay one, it's the only one that I have. Man, it won't. It's so frustrating. I wonder if that broke something when I switched the GPU. Wonder if that broke something. So Angus says, yeah, that definitely helped a bunch. I bet that helped a bunch. What's your render time look like in vMix? My render time is 9 to 11 milliseconds. So what do you make of that? I wonder. What do you make of that? Reload this. Why doesn't this show? Boy, this is wild. When I made this title, it's all in here. It all shows that it should be working, but it won't push it. So what if I say overlay 2 and I push that, send queue to overlay. Oh, it only gives me 1, of course. Trigger overlay 1. Send. Interesting. That's wild. This is bizarre. Let me Okay. I have now resent the stream over, so I think we should have at least the audio again. Let's go ahead and add an input. I want to add this title again and see if just doing it from the beginning fixes it. Maybe it was the title that I had chosen that was the issue. Go ahead and set. It doesn't even show it as an option. It's so bizarre, guys. Like, yeah, it won't push off of socials. It won't do it. Automatically update title with the most recent entries. Why won't you fire? Huh. vMix social is working. That's showing up here. But then my fourth input, which is because vMix Basic only allows you to have 4 inputs, will not fire. And I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure why not. So if I click quick play, it doesn't do it. It's almost, yeah, I bet that helped. So when I push things from vMix social to the editor, and then I go and I edit the slide, it shows the latest one that I've pressed, but it's definitely not showing it on the screen. I wonder why that is. I have it set to overlay 1, and it won't. Can I just hit transition in? Won't do it. Yeah, it does not like the fact that I changed the GPU setting. Well, what's interesting here is that there's actually a way inside NVIDIA GeForce to select what programs run on which GPU. So I could go in here and go to the control panel and do this manually instead of doing it inside vMix, which seems to be causing the error. That's the only thing I changed. So sorry, we're getting off on a tangent here. Let me make sure. Let me catch up on the stream here. So I recently bought an Asus TUF Gaming F15 laptop with an RTX 4070 and Thunderbolt 4. It makes a pretty decent little extra vMix machine. I built my current PC on PC Part Pickers, and then I went from there. I don't think that they'll ever add SLI support in vMix because NVIDIA no longer even supports it. Yeah, and I mean, it's an older technology, right? So that's fine. It's okay that it's not supported anymore. Quite frankly, I'm not expecting I'm not expecting them to come out with SLI support just because it's not even used much anymore. But all good there. That man, where was it that I could specify? I think it was in here actually. I could specify somewhere the NVIDIA control panel, which I just had open. Let's see where we're at. Okay, here it comes. Okay. There's a place in here somewhere where I can specify what programs I want to run where, and that's super handy to have. So I will do that and specify that I want most everything to run on one GPU, and then I'll run pretty much just vMix on another. I can throw this over here too and probably share the screen so that you can see what I'm looking at. These are those 3D settings. It's trying to find all of the options for vMix, but it's taking its sweet time, so we won't spend too much time over there. Okay, let's keep going here on the chat. Thanks for jumping in, everybody. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, we put a similar amount of money into our transmission for our 3/4 ton Suburban last year. It was worth it. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of money, but I'm hoping that it will then buy me another 100,000 miles, which would be amazing. That would be an expensive investment, but given the track record of the 2015 F-150s, I think it's going to be required for me to do it. So if I want the truck, I'm going to have to invest in it, and that's fine. We'll definitely do that. Select programs. I can go down here now. Here I can show you this. I can go down here to it's not alphabetized. It's not alphabetized. Okay, so is that the top then? Because that's usually what they do. NDI. Oh, that's cool. I could specify that, which would be good. NVIDIA, GeForce. Where are we here? Valve, super hot. These are just all games. vMix. Bam. So very cool. We can not necessarily image scaling. So show only programs that are found on this computer. Okay, so I don't need that. On off ultra. Power management. Oh, I thought this was where I could specify which programs ran on which GPUs. That's annoying. Apparently not. That's not where we do this. Okay, well, I will sort that out. Not live on air. We did that. Always use hardware encode whenever possible. Hey, it looks great in 240 on my phone. No frame, no rate problems. What's going on, Chad? Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, the frame rate here has definitely increased substantially, and vMix likes it better. Now, I'm running this, by the way. This is vMix 26, and I heard that 27 just came out, and they've made some improvements there, so maybe there's that. Hey, that's fine for 30 frames. As long as you keep it under that, vMix shouldn't drop any frames. Running at 60 frames, you have to keep it under 16. I get nervous when I'm doing anything about 9 or 10 milliseconds. Hey, greetings, John. What's going on, Steven? Nice to see you. I hope things are going brilliantly in Nashville. Yes, actually, I haven't traveled down there since last week's show. I will be going down not this weekend, but the following weekend, so the beginning of February. But yes, things have been going well. We've been streaming a lot of stuff. I've been handling a lot of their social media stuff. I've been learning a lot in DaVinci Resolve, and it's been great. So our Grand Caravan, however, reached the end of its life during a business trip. It's been replaced with a much younger Pacifica. Oh, very cool. Hey, I feel your pain. I'm trying to find a work van. It's either $80,000 new or 150,000 miles already. Yeah, that seems to be what the market is right now, eh? Um, yeah, there's no way around it, unfortunately. No way around it. Okay. So a mystery package has arrived from Bird Dog Australia, and I have no idea what it is. And so we're going to find out what that is today. And monitors running on GPU and applications running on this GPU. There's a lot of stuff running on the second GPU. So I thought that's where it was, but apparently that's not where it is. Maybe the Experience app is where I specify where we run specific games and apps. Yoink, settings, account, general. I'd like to find, oh, hey, is this where it is? My rig? Yeah, it might be in here. This looks familiar. Okay, cool. So we need to open this mystery package, which is sitting here by my chair, and I have no idea. But apparently, it was hey, so long and thanks for all the fish type of gift. It's not extremely heavy. However, it has arrived in a package that we shipped them. So this is Ryan and this is Ryan's shipping tape and something that we sent them a long time ago. And so they put it in one of our boxes and sent it back to me. I have no idea what it is, but we are going to find out. So let's find out together how this is going to go. And I will get into this. Pretty excited. Can't wait to find out. I genuinely have no idea what it is. I won't read the shipping information. I just want to be genuinely surprised. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Here we go. Let's find out together what it is that Dan Miley and the Bird Dog crew sent me. All right, so it's packaging from one of our that's a P110 120. Oh dear Lord. That's about right. Vegemite in a squeezy bottle. Oh my gosh. It's sealed, which means nope, yep, no, that has not broken the seal at all. So thank you guys. I really appreciate that. This is a big box for a thing of Vegemite. Hilarious. Oh, check this out. Yes. Tim Tams that I don't have to share with anybody because I don't work with anybody anymore. These things are so good. Big fan of Tim Tams. We will be enjoying those on future streams. Melbourne Cocoa. I have no idea what this is, but it's a local delectable apparently. And best before 06/24/24. So we've got a little bit of time to eat that, but that is also amazing. All right, let me make sure there's nothing else in here. It shouldn't be. It looks like they shipped me a card. That's super nice. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. And then what is this? What is this? There's like a big blanket or something, or what on earth? A giant jacket? This is amazing. Look at how super warm this looks. This must be what Melbourne, is this what they wear in their winters? Look at this like beautiful lining and everything. That's crazy. Thanks guys. Man, that looks warm. This was amazing. Let's put this on over my Bird Dog sweater. I knew it was going to be a bird dog type of day, so we're gonna put that on. Look at that. That's awesome. She's a beaut. It's great. Thanks, guys. This is awesome. Yeah. Wow. Super nice. Doesn't need a sweater, that's for sure. But yeah, this is pretty crazy, pretty warm. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay. And it's like it's got like I gotta read this label. Do not wash. Do not use soaps. Do not use solvents or detergents. Clean the garment by brushing the dirt off with a soft cloth, brush, and sponge using only cold water. Okay, good to know. Man, this is like a super nice jacket. That's crazy. And not inexpensive. We'll put it that way. This is so cool. Well, Bird Dog, it is a pleasure and an honor. Thank you so much for all of the for the care package and all the stuff. This is a really cool gift. Thank you very much. And I was not expecting. I suspected Vegemite might be in the box, but I did not predict any of the other things. And I had totally forgotten about Tim Tams. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Thank you very much, guys. That is super nice. And they sent me a card, which is always kind. It's a big thank you card. From Candace, from Barry, and from Dan. Cool stuff. The team in Melbourne. Super cool. Thanks, guys. I'll hang on to that for sure. Some kind words from my friends at Bird Dog, and that's always man. That's how you want to go, right? You want to have friends when you leave, and so I think that was accomplished as we parted ways. So really cool, good stuff. And now I need to catch up in the chat because there's a whole bunch of stuff. Drum roll. And yes, happy camper. It is awesome. Big fan. I am very confused about why my lower third overlay now does not work with my GPU. All I did was add a GPU or specify a GPU to use. Maybe it's in the settings. If I go and click on settings. Yeah, vMix is humming along here, by the way. So cool. Really? Yeah. Vegemite, I don't like. I had a Snacks on Stream bumper that I did a show at like 1:30 in the morning, or 1 in the morning, their time, which was 11 o'clock here. And I ate Vegemite in the middle of the night, and it was not delicious. And so they remembered that apparently and shipped me my very own pantry. So pretty funny, pretty awesome. I love the fact that they threw that in there. So, oh, this is interesting. Inside of the settings, the display settings, when I specify the GPU, it says lock GT surfaces. What does that mean? All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stop the stream one more time. I'm going to change a couple things here and come back. Let's see what happens, all right? Okay, I tell you what I do like. I love having a stream deck with my stream buttons for each of my outputs. Right here on the right as a button, like I can click start and stop right there, and it does it for me, and I don't have to click out of the settings, the screen or anything like that. So that's super cool. All right, now I have deleted the GT overlay. So let's go back here, social. Go here to the one that I want to use, say okay, close this down, okay, and then push it, and it does not go. What on earth is going on? I have no idea why this thing is not running. Now, I will tell you this, in the settings mode, I changed, oh, here we go, trying to open the settings screen again. In the performance mode, under the advanced settings, I changed the high output performance. I turned that on because this GPU is basically doing nothing. And so I turned that on for this GPU, and I turned on enable Optimus graphics compatibility, which I don't think I need to do. So I'm going to undo that. And I turned on lock GT surfaces. So all right, let's try this one more time and see if we can't get this a little bit better. Okay, and we're back again. Man, this is super fast when I have Stream Deck hooked up, you know. Still haven't got an overlay, which sucks. Let's try a different one. Maybe it's that overlay specifically. I don't think it is, but maybe it's something to do with that one. So if we go socials and we go back to like old school, we'll go here, say close, and it's linked in socials, and I say push, still nothing. Man, this is wild. So overlay does not particularly like it when I specify which GPU I want to use. And I wonder why that is. My CPU is loving the fact that we've offloaded the GPU usage onto, or we've offloaded processing onto the GPU. So that's good. But now I need to figure out why my overlays are not working, and that's driving me nuts. Because, come on, this should definitely work. But what I will look, I guess the first thing I could do is I could look up vMix overlay doesn't work when GPU specified. Let's see if anybody has said anything in the interwebs. Overlay is not working. Hi all, I have a problem. This was back in 2021. I have a problem. All of the sorry, no, don't run your video. I don't want to see that. All the overlay does it. Wait, what? All the overlay does it works. Come on, dude. Except for the fourth, which won't show. Can somebody explain this to me? Check your settings outputs and see if all overlays are on. Settings. Outputs. The CPU does not like this. Yoink. Okay, settings, outputs. Settings again? Oh, it's not even here. Audio outputs. All are on. Overlay 1. All on, all on. Yes, okay. Okay, so that wasn't it. Are you clicking the overlay button on the input or the main transition area? It's green in the on the input itself, and then when I push it from the social, it triggers it through vMix social to run it through as overlay 1. But it refuses to show anything. It doesn't even show anything in the preview, which is like, I'm wondering if that's causing an issue. So please don't use advanced options unless you've been instructed to do so. Yeah, got it. Thanks. So, all right, I'm going to hit OK. And let's go back to digging around and seeing what we've got. Optimizing performance. That's bizarre. Green on an overlay usually means that it should be in the preview. Well, if I mean, I can show you this. So, yeah, mind the mirroring. But check this out. Like, this is the input 4 is that. And then if I click on inside vMix social and I push it, it's supposed to just automatically push it here. Look, vMix Social says, here's the title, right? Deets Blue, overlay 1, trigger, show for 15 seconds, limit to 140 characteristics. And so that should go. And if I say quick play, it doesn't show it. If I say cut to that, it doesn't show it. It just will not launch. And I have gone as far as to add new input. Title, socials. Here's the one that I was using prior. And when you add this and it gets put into, oh shoot, when you add it and it gets put into number 1, then it automatically links inside social. I've restarted social. Restarted social. Boom, boom. So then we're going to close this down. I'm going to open social here. Look, now it's wedgie blue, 4K wedgie blue for overlay 1. So if I send it a message, check this out, title editor, your message, try taking it out of preview. So if I put my own in here and then I push it and I say send, still doesn't add anything. So I can put like a different one in there so it's not so overwhelming. But yeah, it won't do it. It won't cut to it. Won't do anything like that. It just doesn't fire at all. Refuses to fire. So I agree. It's bizarre. It seems bizarre to me that that's what's going on. And Stream Geeks have something in here about that. Improving GPU. Oh. Resizable bar performance. How graphics and card memory works. How graphic card memory works. Okay. The GPU mem indicator in vMix is what I mean. So is that this? No, that's the GPU. Where are we at here? Sorry, I can switch this now. The GPU. Right click on the thumbnail and try transition in. Yeah, I did that too. And nothing there for that. Transition in. Nothing. But see, it doesn't even show it here. Like, I wonder, it's almost like it didn't load it correctly. Because layers, let's put it on a layer and see if, oh, you can't. Interesting. Yeah, it definitely will not show it. It just is black, like it didn't render it or something. Title editor. See, it's all the information's here. But it will not show it. Nope. So here I'm looking on a website and it says the GPU memory indicator was added to the vMix to show how much the cache memory is being used for live inputs, cameras, videos. 100% means that any inputs over that would result in memory becoming shared. Any transfer, the blah, 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 and here's how to enable it. I don't think that I can enable it, but control panel. Let's see if we can. Who knows? If you're running 970s, you definitely won't have resizable bar, but that's so strange. I don't really use vMix Social. That's confusing as can be. Yeah, I mean, I just started doing it to get away from StreamYard, right? Because although I love StreamYard, I would like it all to be self-contained. So it seems to me that there is a limitation. Definitely appears to be a limitation when it comes to crap. Yeah. to running this natively on a GPU. Again, there is a way where you can tell let me look that up. How to or NVIDIA how do you get programs to run on GPU? Okay, here we go. How to force a program to use a specific GPU in Windows 10. Boom. How to identify the GPU. Ooh, I should look at that too. If we go over to Task Manager and we take a quick look at the GPU workloads, because that would be very helpful to monitor as well. But we go here to Performance, and then I've got 2 GPUs. One of them is running, well, can I just see everything? Yoink. So yeah, video encode, and then the other one, this one's running, GPU 1 is running all the other processes, and then this one is running vMix. And so that is why that one is under load. But before they were both on the same one. So that's helpful. Forcing graphics performance. So that's cool. So forcing a program to use specific graphics card settings. Open the start menu, go to the settings, go to display. So if we go here and we say display, oh, this opened on a different monitor. Just give me a second here. Or, oh, it's supposed to be under system. Hello. Yeah, here. System, display, graphics settings, which is here. Drop down desktop app, and oh, what's going on, Daniel? Hey, how are you? And we want to say choose an app. Choose between better performance and battery life when you're using an app. You might need to restart your computer for this to take effect. Okay, it's already on desktop app. Now we say browse. And we say options. So we're going to say vMix here. Let's see if I can find this. I think I installed vMix on the F drive because it's relatively new. vMix, yep. And vMix. Say add. Perfect. Say options. Say high performance GPU. Save. Oh, wait, that's it? And then close. Okay, so I probably have to restart for this to happen. That's not really what I wanted, though, because I have dueling. Add run the graphics processor to context menu. Oh, all right. So if we go here and we say desktop, oh, interesting. Display GPU activity and notifications center. Yep. That's what I'm doing already. Manage 3D settings, global settings. Yeah, that's not really. Okay. Well, good enough for now. It appears that I could do this. Global settings. I thought it was here. So in the NVIDIA controller before, you could tell it like which card, like prioritize which one you wanted it to do. Triple buffering, texture, prefer refresh rate, Power management mode. Prefer maximum performance. OpenGL optimized for computer performance. Compute performance. Vertical sync, triple buffering, Vulkan. GPUs. Select CUDA cores GPUs. Select these GPUs and then select one of two. And then apply. Is it going to say you have to restart? No. Okay, so maybe then, I mean, I will restart because more than likely, yeah, more than likely, in order to specify low latency mode, max frame rate, yada, yada, yada. He yada, yada'd me. Okay, so we'll go with that for now, I think. I think that that's what we're going to go with. See what happens. Hey, it seems like you're using Windows 10. Is that correct? That is correct. I am currently using Windows 10 on my, we'll say, vMix machine at home. But I'm trying to just optimize this performance. I don't have a ton of memory, but it's actually not being really heavily utilized right now. But I've got these two GPUs. And now they're both humming along at like 20 or 30% usage, which is nice. Hey, you found the menu. That display setting likely didn't really help. Yes, the control panel, this one is the one that we need to specify for vMix. And anywhere that we can specify the specific GPU, that's where we want to prioritize it, right? So we will see. Still doesn't fix my issue that I'm having with vMix Social. I want to push a graphic to my screen and it won't let me. So I have not seen this issue before. Not too sure what I should do here. So it's just the dGPU versus iGPU settings. I found that vMix doesn't like to use that much RAM. So Daniel, I don't know how long you've been here. The issue I was having is that when I prioritize, so inside vMix settings, I went over and said use this specific GPU. And I could dump that now and see if it all comes back, which maybe I will. Let me open settings, restart this stream real quick, and see if I turn the advanced option off, if that will then allow me to restore that issue. So let's say default. Let's not show advanced settings. All right, I'm going to stop this. I'll be right back. Okay, YouTube stream should be back up. Let me verify over on the YouTubes. Waiting for this to come back. Come on now. Catch up, John. All right, let's see if we catch up. If we go live again. Wow, that was quick. Okay, cool. All right, now if we add, now first we're going to check the GPU. My one GPU is doing nothing at this point, evidently. And my other GPU is running at like 15%. If I open the resources and look, vMix has now switched back to the other GPU. And so let's go here to settings and let's change this to the other GPU and say, okay, we might have to restart vMix to get it to come over to this other GPU processor, which is fine, but it is all now on one GPU. So not the end of the world because the GPU is not really working that hard. So that's not really the issue, I think. I would like to spread the workload to the second GPU if possible, but yes, that is that's not it. Okay, so if we go to title now, social, scroll down, we pick a social, put this in here. Bob's your uncle. We have either found a bug or something is up with my GPUs. Both are very possible. Okay, so let's what's going on here? Social, you can clear. Overlay, automatically update the title with the na. Oh, okay, so no, cancel this, and we're gonna yoink. So if I say edit, triggers on, transition in, I want transition out, OUT, overlay input out. Oh, whoops, number 1, please. Overlay input out. And I want to delay this by 10,000. We're going to add. Close this. Now, let's see what happens. So, hey, yeah, it's probably the dual GPU thing. That's just it, though, is I don't actually have them in SLI Bridge right now. And so they should act independently. They should not be causing any sort of issue with that. This trigger also did not go on transition in. So let's say on overlay in, edit, done. Okay, let's fire this again. Hey, woo. Agreed, Angus. Woo is correct. So, all right, now we can chat again. Thanks for hanging on, all of yous. Hey, it's good to see you on the other side. Make sure that you save the vMix profile. Agreed. However, we're still not transitioning out. Overlay input out. Overlay input 1 off. Edit. Let's go with that. All right, let's clear. All right, and then we're going to dump Angus back in there. Yeah, hey, it's probably the dual GPU thing. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's possible. Other than I don't think. Whoa, I didn't like that. Why didn't you transition out? That was terrible. Input out. We're gonna say off. We're gonna say not off, but out. All right. So let's edit that. Let's try that again. Hey, have you seen the Allen and Heath QC18T mixer? I've been using a Behringer XR18 for years. This looks like a nice setup for that. Similar capabilities with actual controls. I have not seen it. And so that is something we should investigate. So if I go here to this screen, let's go ahead and look up the Allen and Heath. Yeah, CQ18 18T mixer. All right, so this is interesting. Whoa. The ultra compact 18 inches, 8-out digital mixer with Wi-Fi. Only use necessary. Well, that's cool. Oh, wow. It has like a little desktop unit, a few dials. Works faster, sounds better. Pick your mixing style. Does it allow for, you won't believe your ears. Well, let's take a look at the actual overall picture here. So we've got 8 inputs. We've got 16 inputs, and 8 of them are the dual 1/4-inch XLRs. We've got stereo in left and right with a foot switch option, and then we've got outputs 1 through 6 with mains left and right balanced XLR. USB Why this isn't on the backside, I'll never know. But I guess it's angled, so that's not the end of the world. And then the network connection. So the USB, I'm assuming then, is so that you're able to do computer interface, right, and manipulate most of it over the network. Um, it's an interesting idea. It actually does look nice, and I've used the 4XR16 for years. Looks like it would be a nice upgrade. Are you still on vMix Basic? I missed the beginning. Where can we donate to help towards the cause? I am on vMix Basic, and my Venmo is Jono Canute, Knewt. So yeah, if you want to donate towards the cause, I'll go ahead and accept those donations so we can upgrade vMix. Funding will go towards upgrading vMix and making a proper computer, because this one will stream just fine, but I basically need a second one then to do a secondary operation like a real streamer. This machine is triple monitors. It's got my audio interface. I got a whole rack mount, everything here on the left for a bunch of stuff. So that would be, I would probably be looking to building a better gaming computer so that that's faster and I can go into the future with it. So I'll probably end up doing that one on my own. But if you want to help me upgrade vMix, the total fee would be $290 because I've already paid a little bit for vMix Basic. So there you go. There's the plug. I don't know if that's just throw that out there. Especially with the 96 hertz, it would be really nice for music production. Yeah, I'd rather have the cleanliness of back ports than top ports, but yes, USB multi-tracking recording as well as an SD card for multi-track. Very cool. I use the Allen and Heath QU16 every Sunday morning for our services. I've mixed a bunch of shows on the QU16, 24 and 32s. I've always liked them. I don't have any experience with these. I really should. They look nice. I mean, they're great. They look like great little processing tanks then that you could use with a digital interface. Yeah, that would be a great step forward, especially if you're just streaming or running a service once a week or something like that. It looks like a really, really great device. So the chat says that it yeah, the chat gives their thumbs up approval, that's for sure. Cool. Brayton reached out and said he might be able to arrange for me to purchase a Bird Dog product if I needed it. So that'd be cool. All right. So the other thing then is I'm a little lost when it comes to building a new computer because it's been a long time. It's been 6 or 7 years since I built this one, and it's showing its age. And so we definitely want to. Wait a minute. Can I add? Here's what I'm kind of annoyed by. I can't even add a picture for. Yeah, I can't even add a picture or anything as an input because I'm limited to 4 inputs. And so I would totally add stuff, but I can't. It's so restricting. So let me see here. If I go to there it is. Yes, so we're going to save this. If I sign in, good stuff. Okay, here we go. It seems like nobody in Canada has stock of the QC18T yet. Daniel says, I mean, laugh out loud. Hey, I like that you can control the mixer with a tablet. Yeah, and a lot of, obviously a lot of modern day mixers do that. What I run a PreSonus Studio One 32S sometimes on a Sunday. And what I love about it is that I can walk up on stage with my iPad I have like a big iPad Pro, and I can adjust their wedges right there in front of them and ask them, is that good? Do you need more? Do you need less? Super handy to have. The phone app, the iPhone app isn't as good, but the iPad app is aces. And so we just have it on a closed Wi-Fi network, and I go up and I adjust it for them, and I make sure they can hear things correctly, and then we go from there. So it's good. Yeah, I've been using a mixing station with my XR18. It's great to be able to walk around the room and make adjustments as you go. Exactly right. I mean, you can manipulate it as long as you give yourself permissions. You can manipulate any of the channels, and so I really like that with the PreSonus option. It's not my favorite board, but it has a lot more bells and whistles than the old. I think they were running O1Vs, Yamaha O1V studio boards before that. So it was pretty great. The Allen & Heath QC18T is $1,200 for 18 channels that sound great. Well, when I run into an extra $1,200, we could give it a go. Looks like Mixing Station will run QC18T as well. Really cool. We're talking about this guy right here, everybody. Whoops. Oh, there we go. We're talking about this little mixer right here from Allen & Heath. And I don't have any experience with this line, but lots of people in the chat apparently really, really like it. So there you go. What I will do is, as well, is I'm going to make I'll go like this and put my face up on this screen so that when we're talking about this stuff, when I switch over to desktop 2, I'm actually here. So there we go. We'll just use the power of, whoa, vMix. Oh, bummer. That's not good. Well, anyways, we'll use the power of vMix and NDI to get all that going. I could change this to, never mind. All right, that's not helpful. So anyways, we're talking about the Allen & Heath right now. That's what, if you're just joining the show late. I won't touch PreSonus anymore. I've been burned hard. Uh-oh. Same with Allen & Heath app. The iPhone app is not great, but the iPad app is a lot better. Oops, sorry about that, little Mac. Put you up there again. Where did my camera go, I wonder? Oh, because I closed Studio Monitor. So my routing on this is a little bit strange, but the I'm using Studio Monitor NDI output to bring in NDI into this show, and it works pretty well. So I can monitor that inside Studio Monitor. It's super handy. The XR16 is limited to 2 connections for the app and desktop app. It didn't have a lot. That's weird. Why would they limit it? I mean, we use the iPad app to, so there's one stream that goes to, there's one auxiliary output that goes over to the live stream, and then we send all those channels pre, so the person running the stream can independently control what's going out onto the internet. But then, so we have the main mix, we have an auxiliary for that, and then we've got an auxiliary that goes up to the monitors, and that works really well. You can use multiple iPads with the PreSonus board. Again, it's not my favorite, but it's something. It's astonishing how big of an upgrade the XR18 is over the 16. I would not know anything about that. What are the big jumps between the 16 and the 18? Whoops. All right, let's go in here. All right, I'm going to go here. This up, pull this up. Share this in an email. Okay, so my coffee's gone cold. One of the things that I've started doing in my new position in Tennessee is I'm starting to push some of their social media stuff. And that's been pretty cool because I have had a chance to, Oh, you know what? Do I have Nightbot running on this? I think I should. If I do, Nightbot is running here, yeah. Okay. So let's do this. This is interesting. Okay, cool. Submit. All right, Nightbot is running. All right, so warning, your bitrate is oddly low. It says oddly low. Thanks, YouTube, but I'm going to go with vMix on this one and just let them do their thing. So Daniel says number of channels. The 18 adds USB connection for PC multi-tracking in and out plus an extra channel. Very cool. Yeah, that does seem like a lot. What's the price difference? Oh boy. Good stuff, everybody. It kind of feels nice to well, first of all, vMix is really liking now having the hardware encode running. So shout out to Angus for pointing me in the direction of optimizing my computer for this to run correctly. And yeah, that's been quite good. There was something else I was going to talk. Oh, my changes in vMix. So camera angle, right? Right. That was the first thing. And if I were to make this larger, because this show says a mystery package has arrived from down under. So we did that. I have made some changes inside vMix to, optimize this. I showed the screen earlier. We did get my overlays working again, which was due to me prioritizing one GPU over another. For some reason, that killed my overlays. Not really sure why, but we will investigate that at a different date. But yeah, we definitely made a couple of changes. Now, you may have noticed that on the intro for this show, we had doubling of the audio. I had some music playing, and so I can turn that on at any time. But now it only goes through. It doesn't go through my bus anymore, which is weird. It only travels through my. Let's open this and make this live again, so I can hear this. Yeah, so the audio doesn't double anymore, but I had to pull it out of the A bus. Now, here's the issue, and I can't remember how I did this before. So I have a audio cable, like the digital audio cable thing, and I'm running my audio from my computer through that, and then I'm bringing that into vMix. When I turn on the headphones, well, that makes sense. When I turn on the headphones, it sends that audio out through that channel. So I need to figure out a way to send VLC, which I could totally do here. So VLC is playing that music. So I need to go into like properties, right? And go to tools, preferences, audio, enable audio output. Oh, I could just put this out NDI. That's what I used to do in the old show. Save, change the audio. Oh, but see, that's not going to work when I'm trying to play a video game. How do we do this? How do I route the audio from my computer, from a Windows machine, so that I can hear it in my headphones? I guess I need to. Oh, I could genuinely use the headphone option inside vMix now, right? So I could tell vMix. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so crazy. All right, here we go. I'm going to open up this screen and I'm going to share this monitor so you can see. And we're going to go to VLC. I'm going to change this back, not to NDI output. So tools, preferences, audio, change it just to automatic. Oh, you can specify. You can specify. Oh, you can specify. Ah, there we go. Okay, specify AB cable. That's what I want. And then I want this, my output, to be on 1 and 2. Okay, so that didn't work. Okay, I need to restart VLC probably, eh? So let's open VLC, let's close VLC. Let's go back to streaming and play the playlist. Heyo. Heyo. Okay, so now if I turn this on, okay, the audio's coming through and we can probably hear the music. Now, if I turn on my A bus, I can hear that music as well. Now, the question is it doubling on YouTube? No, it's not doubling. It's currently not doubling on YouTube. Okay, so I'm bringing in the audio over the digital cable, which is nice. Yeah, loud. Now it's doubling. Why is the A bus? Let's open the settings for the A bus and see what is going on here. All right, or maybe we got to open the mixer. Where's the routing stuff? That's in settings, right? Audio routing. Sorry about that, everybody. It was wicked loud for some reason. Not entirely sure why, because I certainly didn't. Oh, because it was coming in raw. That's why. All right, so audio recordings. Really sorry, everybody. Really sorry. Audio outputs. Outputs are 1 and 2. Headphones. What if I change that to the UMC ASIO driver? Will that spit it out the headphones on my Euphoria? I just heard something downstairs move. I'm not kidding. Boy, that's weird. Sound like something like bouncing across the floor like a ball or something. Well, that's freaky, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if I gotta restart vMix. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, can you hear me? I think you can hear me. It says that you should be able to hear me. I don't know why. Why did it delete my microphone? It totally took that off. Let me try that again. Okay. I would love to assume that it's the kids downstairs playing, like messing with me. The problem is that I am home alone. Nobody's here. It's just me. And my wife works this afternoon, so I know it's not her. Creepy. Creepy. So creepy. All right, so let's get on my old school headphones here and have a little listen. See if see if I'm coming through. Oh, whoops. Let's do this microphone. I definitely hear myself. Check out these headphones, man. These headphones are from the 60s and they are something else. And they're quite loose on my head. They're very old and they're fantastic. Are you hearing my microphone doubling? Well, I guess I could check, but it's definitely coming out there now. If I kill the music on the mains and I go up, I should hear it in these headphones. Yes. It's playing there, but not going out onto the mains. There's no doubling on the mic, eh? So that's good. Okay, so that could now be my output, which is pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I need my soundboard. Hey, question. Does anybody know of a Stream Deck? Does anybody know of a Stream Deck like audio like where we can run a soundboard? Because like little snippets, because I can't find one for Companion. All right, Stream Deck has one, but I'm running everything exclusively in Companion. And by the way, I can do you one more solid here and show you my current Companion rig. Show web UI, bit focus over here. All right, so here we go. Over on desktop 2, we are running vMix. We're currently not connected to Twitch, but I could be connected to Twitch here soon. Pro Presenter, which is happening on a computer next to me, and then on a Mac. NDI monitor, which is on Keylight, which is my Elgato Keylight, and then VLC. So here's my button layout. Main one is here. Computer audio on and off. That's the music. So that brings up the fader, whatever. Now I need to change this to more like 40 because it's a little loud. And this one is fine. It can go to 3. But when I click on this, it turns on the music. Now it's currently not routed. It's not routed out to the show, but it is routed to my headphones. And so that is working. And then so then I can click that on and off, and when the computer audio is off, it goes out. Now it's actually not the computer audio. However, it is the computer audio. That's interesting. So if I play like Harris Heller, who is let's pause VLC. If I play his stuff on Spotify, which is royalty free, evidently. And let's go to VLC. Let's go to this. And let's pause. And then I play Heller. Does it route through? It's the end of a song. Give me a second here. Okay, so the computer audio is routing. Here it is here, guys. Okay, cool. So that is currently working, which means now was that doubling? Because that's the next question, right? Whoops. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oh, all right. So, and it's not doubling. That's interesting. So now it was my monitors that were causing this. It was my monitors. It was my routing coming back out the way that I was monitoring the show that was causing the doubling. But now it's not doubling because my monitors are now going through my interface on my Euphoria. Fascinating. Okay, cool. I mean, that totally makes sense. It's just me wrapping my brain around how that works. ASIO all the way. It is the way to go. I agree. Very cool. Well, that's good stuff. Hey, don't forget, it does matter now if you like and subscribe to this show. I wasn't pushing it so hard on Bird Dog, but I'm definitely pushing it now. So feel free to please like and subscribe on that channel of Bird Dog. I'm sorry, formerly Bird Dog John, but now John O'Canute, which is Knewt, which is not how you spell my last name, but it is what it is. All right, let's just finish reviewing Companion here real quick. Some changes I made. This second row is that that auto button that I can press so that we can stream directly there. The first one is stream live to everywhere, which I probably won't use now. But the other three, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, I'm not actually connected to Rumble. I am connected to Twitch. I'm just trying to like, where else can I stream to? Vimeo maybe, but nobody watches on Vimeo. And then the next line is the light. So I can turn my light on and off, which is nice because if I go here and I can just turn my key light off as I need to, it's a pretty dark room otherwise, eh? So that's nice. And then I can switch to my main desktop, which is my vMix rig. And then I can switch to desktop 2, which is the screen that you're looking at. So that's a really convenient row of buttons that I use all the time. This screen is showing me my connections on the connection screen. So all these green check marks, that's showing, what's working, what's not. And what's nice about this is I can actually click on them and turn the connection off and back on again. So if I need to restart the connection to ProPresenter or to the light or whatever, I can do that. Now it's been a lot more stable since I've put those on DHCP reserved list, so on the actual reservation list. Since I've added those, the reservation list and the IPs aren't changing. That's been very helpful. But I would never set a static IP address because I have had 6 years to be trained and taught that static IP addresses are an old fogey way of designing your network, and you're doing it wrong if you're using static IP addresses. Use the DHCP reservation. It's so much more powerful. And I also have then on this page a mute button. So I can turn my audio on and off from this page as well, which if I got to sneeze or something, it's nice to have that button sitting there. On page 3, I actually have VLC control of all the things inside VLC. So right now I'm paused, but I could play that music if I wanted to and start running that. The top line is just the repeat and shuffle mode, but then it shows me what song is playing on line 2. So not that I know the names of these songs, but it shows what's playing. It shows how long it's been playing, so where it is, so 15 seconds in on this song, and how long is left, which is really nice because it tells me, okay, I've got 3 minutes left on this song. So if I'm using it to wrap up a show, then I can say, okay, I'm going to sit for 3 minutes, and then when that song's done, I'll turn the stream off. And again, I have a microphone mute button on this screen as well, and a toggle light button, because I find that when I sit down and the light's not on, I'm ready to stream, I want to be able to turn that on from anywhere. So that is really helpful. The next page that I have going on here is ProPresenter control. So I've been doing a lot of stuff for my new job inside ProPresenter, and this gives me the ability to clear the entire thing, clear just the text, clear the media behind, clear the audio, because we do play some audio clips. Go to a logo, which is my panic button, and also then next slide and previous slide, which is standard advancing inside of ProPresenter. So it's really nice. And again, I have that microphone mute button in case I got to sneeze or burp or something. I have that option here on the screen as well. And then the last page is where I want to start building out my sound effects, but I don't have a means to do that yet. So, and also on the audio page, and on the audio page, I have that camera. I have the ability to switch between camera and desktop and jump between those. So that is here on what would be page 3. I have the ability to jump back and forth between my sources as well. So that's nice to keep those all on the same page. On this page, on the ProPresenter page, I should have a toggle here for those. So toggle between camera, which I could build that right now, but I might move these. I might copy this here. Oh, I should have just moved it. Move them like this. Delete this button, clear. Move the microphone button over here, and then go back here and say copy to page 3. Copy to from page 3 to page 4, and copy again from 3 to 4. And now on that page, on 4, I have that ability to jump between my sources as well, which I really like that on all of my screens. But I've only got a 15 button Stream Deck, so it's kind of limiting in some ways in that regard. Okay, so that is basically the entirety of my Stream Deck companion setup so far. I really need, and if anybody's watching that would know, I really need a sound effect to play an audio clip from my computer. You can do that in Stream Deck, no problem, but I'm looking for a module in companion that can do that, and I haven't found any sort of connection here that will do that. So like play, anything like this, play audio. I don't see anything in here that like play an audio file. That's what I want to do. If you look at these, yeah, all I want to do is play an audio file, but this bright sign player just doesn't appear that there's anything in here that will do that. And so it's kind of a bummer, because I would love to play have my sound effect board that I used to have for my Bird Dog John show now available for this one as well. So if anybody comes across something, let me know. I'd be really happy to help. Really exciting to know what options I've got. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to do today. I really appreciate you guys coming along. Thanks so much for jumping in the chat, helping out as usual, and being just awesome in general. That's always fun to have you guys along for the ride, and yeah, it's been a blast. So thanks for coming by, and I'm going to make this full screen, and we will say adieu until next time. Always good to have you guys along for the ride. So come on by anytime when I am live. I'm going to kill Spotify because it's eating up my CPU right now. And, Stockwork Orange, what's going on? QLab, the QLab module. Okay, hang on. Hold the phone. Let's go to the wait a minute. QLab? Figure 58, is that one? QLab module? Panic button, go to play next. So I'm assuming that you're talking about this one here. QLab module. This with feedback. Well, let's go ahead and add it. And target IP, I want this to be local. That's fine. Workspaces. What's going on, Stockwork? Hopefully you're doing well. Angus, it's always real, man. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Okay, Stockwork says yes, that's the module. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Let's look it up and see what we can do with this. So, a lot of... and there's presets, so that's fun. Cue list or edit. Q list. Load. Stop. Variables. All right, let's go to here. Add button. Let's delete this and open QLab right here. ARMQ audition. What I'm looking for is just start queue, start queue ID, stop selected. Let's see what this does. Q1. All right, get rid of this. What is Q1, I wonder? Okay, so not quite, but let's keep going. There's lots of options here. So QLab, show mode, start queue. So is there like a select queue? Is there a go button? What's the go button do? Arm queue. Arm on. All right, let's see. You will also need the QLab software. QLab is unfortunately Mac only. Ah, bummer. Okay. Well, I am running this on a PC, so that's going to be an issue. However, it's kind of cool to know that there's something in here. All right, I'm looking for something that I can run a soundboard from. QLab might be an option, but if it's Mac only, then I'll be limited. Okay, I appreciate that. All good stock work. I really appreciate appreciate the suggestion. Always appreciate it at any time. Thank you, sir. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's been real. It's been a blast, and we get to unbox, so that was fun. And hopefully you'll be able to join me next week on Thursday around 11 o'clock for more chit chat. And we were just talking about everything today. So it's not NDI exclusive anymore because I don't work for an NDI company. But please consider subscribing to Jono Canute, to my YouTube channel, and that would be much appreciated as always. So take it easy, guys. Thank you so much for jumping in the chat, and we will see you guys on the next one next week sometime. So take care of yourselves, and we'll go from there.